Hey guys, it's Shay. So, I've been thinking a lot lately, and I love reading. I love spirituality. I love talking about spirituality. And I thought it'd be nice to share a bit of that with you and teach you and open you up to it if you're interested. So, my idea was to choose different books, maybe by week, by month, whatever, see how it goes, and read to you different pieces from it that really speak to me, and to open you up a little more and just bring a new perspective to life. And hopefully it reaches you and you can absorb it and we can discuss it. That is my intention. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. The first book is The Magic Path of Intuition. I read this book a few years ago. I started rereading it last week. But it's a short and sweet introduction. I think it's a good place to start. And the first lesson is the magic faith of intuition. Prayer is telephoning to God, and intuition is God telephoning to you. And let me pause and say that spirituality is different than religion. If that's like a block you have, try and just release it for now. Just for now. True prayer means preparation. Having made your demands on the universal supply for any good thing, act immediately as if you expected to receive it. Show active faith, thereby impressing the subconscious mind with expectancy. And this example, she has a few examples in here that don't really pertain to the time. She was born in the late 1800s, and I'm still fascinated that she was able to write things like this at that time. In the early 1900s, I think she actually wrote it. But yes, I might skip over a few of her examples from time to time if you happen to buy the book and read along, which I don't think is necessary, but because sometimes people get caught up on what is she even talking about, because the examples are so outdated, just so you know. So again, prayer is telephoning to God, and intuition is God telephoning to you. Intuition comes from your superconscious mind. It is God within. The subconscious is simply power without direction. What you feel deeply or say with feeling is impressed upon the subconscious and carried out in the minutest detail. It is your soul and must be restored. Impress the subconscious with the perfect ideas of the superconscious, instead of with the doubts and fears of the conscious mind. Do this by repeating an affirmation. Stand still and see the power within me. Stand still and see the power within me. Through following intuition, you often go for one thing and get another. From the superconscious, the realm of intuition, what you should know will be revealed to you. Become very quiet and make affirmations. And with making affirmations, she's another one. With cultivating intuition. Sorry, getting a little too excited. Before you go to sleep, she says to say, in the morning, I'll know just what to do. And she just says ideas will just start flashing upon you, and you really will know just what to do. So I'm going to start trying that tonight and let you know how that goes. And hopefully you do too. You have no need for resentment, resistance, fear, worry, all forms of fighting, etc. The situation you resent will be wiped out. Stand still, keep your poise, and the power within will fight your battle. Anger and resentment blur vision and often affect eyesight, as well as prevent you from following your intuitive leads. She goes on to talk about an example of where someone makes a comment that offends them, and she gets filled with resentment towards the person about it. And she hurries home. It was about her appearance. She hurries home and looks in the mirror and looking to see what's wrong with her. And then the term, or the phrase, getting a pain in the neck, that's where it comes from. It's from congestion of the mind, getting stuck there. And maybe you know this, maybe you don't, maybe you believe it, maybe you don't, maybe you're open to it, but every physical illness, everything that comes out physically, it's just a manifestation of your inner workings, your thinking, your feelings, everything that's suppressed. So, just to keep that in mind. And then once that happens, once that emotion is suppressed somewhere in the body, then it transitions into contracting a cold, and then further down the line until something like cancer comes in your life. It's things like that. So instead of letting it go that far, when you notice the pain or you even notice the emotion, call on the law of forgiveness at once. Send love and goodwill to your friend and say, "Oh, power above, give me another chance. This time I won't argue. I'll be non-resistant, loving, and kind." Now you have neutralized the congestion and the ensuing ills. The next time you meet your friend, you're filled with goodwill, and you really do not care if she makes a negative comment or not. And for example, she's talking about wearing a hat. So earlier, before she changed her mindset, the friend had talked negatively about it and how bad it made her look. And then this time she sees her with the same hat, and she compliments her. It's just a switch of a mindset, and she attracted a totally different experience with the same person. There's no emotional response to a situation. You've finished with it. Otherwise, you have the same experience over and over again. I don't know about you. I do know about you, sorry. Of course, everyone experiences this, where you'll go through the same relationship or the situation or trauma over and over and over again, just waiting for you to wake up and see what's going on and just let go of it and switch your mindset so you can attract something new into your life. So I know I still have patterns to get rid of. The game of life is a game of boomerangs. Whatever you send out comes back. And again, speaking about religion, I will read books that talk about Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, everyone, and I just take them as teachers, not on the belief of the whole religion under them. So try to not get offended if you would usually. Jesus said to do unto others as you would be done by them. You cannot hurt anyone without hurting yourself. All of us are linked by a mysterious magnetic force. What you send out in word or thought against another reacts on yourself. If a person is purely on the mental plane, his comeback or karma takes longer. If you are developed spiritually, it returns very quickly. The more you know, the more you're responsible for. So learn your lessons and be thorough with the long road of experience. Send goodwill to your seeming enemy, and you surround yourself with a great aura of protection. Your enemies are only those of your own household, your subconscious beliefs. If you hate and resent a situation, you have fastened it to yourself, for you attract what you fear or dislike. When someone has been unjust to you, you are filled with wrath and resentment. You cannot forgive that person. Time moves by, and another person does the same thing. It is because you have a picture of injustice engraved in your subconscious. History will repeat itself until you think you are cursed with misfortune and injustice. There is only one way to neutralize it. Be absolutely undisturbed by the injustice, and send goodwill to all concerned. Affirm, my goodwill is a strong tower around me. I now change all enemies into friends, all inharmony into harmony, all injustice into justice. And she says that you'll be amazed by the working of the law. One of her students even brought harmony out of chaos in her business affairs by using the above statement, which, just one little example, but I don't know if any of you play with affirmations at all. I'd be curious to know. As the alchemist transmuted all base metals into gold, you have the power to change all evil into good. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Mark 11:24. My birthday. So yeah, that's just the first lesson out of 10 in here. I would love for suggestions on books, or if you like this one, don't like this one so much. I don't know. I was thinking of doing, like I said, a book every week, every month, and open to suggestions, and please light up my world with your thoughts. So with that, I hope you have a good day.